Hey, what's up, fam? It's your boy Darren with Darmac Builds with Brightway Insurance. Now we here, and what I'm doing is laying out everything. And here, let's go over here to the forms. So these were the forms that we was making up yesterday, and we have installed them. So you start getting the perimeter of the house, more or less. How we got everything laid out. These forms are from top to bottom are 28 inches in depth, and eventually it's going to come out 16 inches. So it's going to be a 16 by 28 inch grade beam footer on both sides. Now, where you see all these pilings that's inside, all these pilings inside are going to be beams, grade beams too. But we don't need to put forms in between because it's going to be like a monolithic pour. And what the guys are doing over here, they're just lining up everything here. And so you see this area here. Give you some measurement types. So this yellow string, if you remember, is the corner. It represents the inside of the outside, I would say, the outside of the footer. When we pour concrete, we're going to remove this wood. That's the outside, and then we're going to come up with a block. But from that point there, where you see the nail, out here where they're doing a turn, should be 10 foot 8 inches, I think. So you go to the plans, which is the blueprints. I went off the architecturals, and you see where it has right at 10 foot 8. I'm in the way of the laser. My bad. I'm gonna get back to it. So you see where it has 10 foot 8 right here. So that distance from this corner to where the 10 foot in is the inside of there. So that's what they get ready to do the return. Now let me be clear on something. That laser is very important because that laser has been prompted for the top of the slab. So every time you hear like a consistent beep, like beep, like that means that we're at the elevation. When it's beeping like da 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 da, it's either high or low. So you will see that. There you go. So I had to go get all the plywood and everything, as you can see. And what they doing, they forming up, bracing up everything. Again, we got to bring some more dirt in here, maybe another foot, as you can see. Yeah, I got to bring some more dirt in here. And then back here, I still got some more plywood that I'm gonna use for other stuff as well, but we'll use it for another job. Back here is the pool area, which is good because we got the pilings in there, and then when they get ready to do the pool, they'll be able to come back here and dig out with smaller machines. They don't have to come in with the big auger piles and put it in place. So this is all the perimeter, as you can see, and the height of that is the actual height of my finished floor concrete slab. And we went off that mark over there on the FP&L pole, which is the finished floor height, which is at 8. That gives it 8, so everything is transferred over here and it's going to that laser there. Okay, and then we just transfer it. That's the beauty thing. You always got to have a laser. If you're in construction, spend the money for a self-leveling laser. Okay, if you go get in the game, make sure you buy the right tools. Get your generator. Get your air compressor. If you're gonna get into the game, because right now we don't have no power out here, so we got to use a generator. Sometimes jobs have temporary power, but I can't wait on that. Got a generator, so we can get this work done. By the time they have a temporary power out here, they may be on other trades like framing and drywall and stuff like that, but I'm gonna be probably long gone after that. Okay, so we're gonna do that return. Remember I said from this corner here to this corner is 10/8. and then we're going to do a turn, which is the piece that he's putting in right now. That's what he's yelling in there. That's like a return. So we're getting this ready for the plumber, because the plumber has to come in after we put the dirt and put in there underground. So they're gonna put in there underground in here before we start doing it. And the plumbing pipes have to be below our grade beam, because when we start digging out for our grade beam, we don't want to see the PVC pipes at all. Okay, if the PVC pipes that we see once we dig in our footers, that means the pipes are up too high. So the plumber is gonna have to take their elevation as well, go down, in this case probably 3 feet, to dig out their underground rough, and then get an inspection. Same thing with electrician. If we have any, let's say we have an island, right? The island is going to have electricity in it, so we need the power to come through the floor, because it's not going to be a wall there that we can probably hide it. So electrician got to do that, lay it out, and put their electrical conduits in the location where there is an island. Don't know. This has an island because I haven't looked at it, but I'm just giving you guys a brief thing that what we got to look at. All right. And condensation, which is with the AC people, they got to put their pipes in underground, or they can put those in the wall. So it all depends. Not worried about the water itself, because the water pipes are usually in the walls, not really underground. Until you get outside and you connect it to the city water. But the pipes is usually going to be in the attic, or it's going to be in the walls, and then it comes outside the house and it goes out to the water meter. All my lumber, I had to go get the 2x4s today. Hey, I want you guys to continue to watch these videos. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. I want to try to get 1,000 likes so I can continue with these videos and show you guys how construction is done here in South Florida. And hopefully you can use this no matter whatever part of the country you're in, you're from. You always start with the foundation, but just try to give you the basics as far as what you need to know. And remember, you don't need to be an expert in this, or somebody got to have all this knowledge. You just got to know that there's an order to everything. Make sure you hire the right team, right down to the architects, structural engineers, do your soil test, which is a geotechnical test, surveys. All those things are part of it, and you repeat that process. You rinse, load, and repeat, right? That's what I want you guys to understand. It's rinse, reload, repeat. All right, so keep watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.